Okay, another question. There is a cake group that brings together all cake people in the whole world. And we have a chapter in Nigeria. What's the name of that group? Okay, all of you go and sit down, then the three of you wait. Go and sit down, the three of them wait, because they are the only three that raise their hand. The name of the group is?
ISIS. International Cake Exploration Society.
Okay, what is the name of the country rep? Nigeria country rep. And where is our office? Save John Ibapo. Thank you. Anybody? That's different question. But I'm bringing out a question to get you the answer and what you have. Don't make me mistake of English. What?
Lara Ahmed.
What is the name?
Mrs. Lara Ahmed.
They just told you. Please go and sit down. Come. If you like, tomorrow you say, I'm going to
Mrs. Patricia.
And then people scatter everywhere. Pat, are you ready? Okay. Go and sit down. Who knows the name? If you know the name, come.
Her name is Omolara Ikpen.
Omolara Ikpen, something like that.
Omolara Ikpen.
Where is her office? Where is she located? Where is she from? What's her husband? Go and sit down. Are you ready? I'm being partial, right? I'm not here to satisfy everybody. If you say I'm being partial, good luck. I need to give somebody. If I give the person that I know, it's you that will go back and say partially. This is an open thing. Come and say your own. Say your own.
Give the first three gifts.
Patricia is selling it 6,000. Bring 18,000. I will give you three of them.
God bless you.
Same to you. Are you ready now? Concentrate. So maybe another question will come and you collect it. Out of the three booths, I'm taking one. Yari will take one. Mrs. Kamala something. Maybe she will take the third one. Who knows?
Okay, so we'll start the cabbage. Normally, if you want to do the cabbage, I'm going to do as fast as I can. You need just one layer, 3 inches high. All right, I think maybe the rush, they didn't hear me well. This is supposed to be 3 inch high. All right, just one is fine. Okay, so I'm going to use my oil cream.
If you have misplaced your phone, come and see me. And you tell me the name of the phone. The 5 last number you called and I called you.
So I'm just using skewers to hold so that it doesn't move up and down. Okay, cabbage, you use 7 inches cake, round cake, 3 inches high. 7 inches in diameter, 3 inches in height. And then you carve. How many of us know how to carve? You can carve your cake without fear, right? Only 2 hands. You did try. Raise your hand up. Who can carve this for me here? All right, that's good. So I'm going to do a C movement with my hand, like half C. I just go like this. It's very easy. So I go from sorry? The cameraman should go behind me. You know what? Let me see if I don't know how to stand walking. Let me see. Okay, so I go in the movement of half C. Half C. Now, I would need 2 people to come and help me do something so that we can leave here in 30 minutes. We're done. Okay. Can you wash your Okay, what I will do, I'll carve the 2 cakes the same time so that, I'll take this thing off. I'm not comfortable with gloves. All right, I'm going to make we are going to make avocado pear. Now, if you want to make the avocado pear, maybe you leave one space, go to the next page so that we'll do this one. Then you come back later for this. If you want to make the avocado pear with cake, you need 4 inches, 3 layers. 4 inches, 2 inches high, times 3. You need 3 of this. So I'm just going to manage this one. But what's in my book, if you buy the book, you see what I mean. And then you're supposed to bake this with, you add acabado, lemon yellow in your batter while you're baking. Lemon yellow will give you that pear kind of look. So that when your client cuts it open, it actually looks like a pear inside. All right? Yeah, so. So I'm going to reduce this one to fit into this. It's quite small. How do I do this? It's quite small. Sorry, I'm going to do another method. The cake will not work. It will not work the way I want it to work. I'll use just this one. So what I will do is draw the shape of the pear up here. Are you seeing what I'm doing? So, now you see why I said you should use 4 inches, because see the way I'm wasting this cake. I'm just wasting it. The best is to use 4 inches, 3 pieces, and you can cut it into 2 if you want to make 2 halves. That avocado pear that is already split into 2, or you can just do 1 full one. With 3 of this is better than wasting your cakes. Okay, so I'll try to shape it to make it look like a pear. Yes. No, not all. Just break out. Now, look at what I'm doing. Apart from cutting from the edges, this part, you know how the pear looks like? It goes like a dome, all right? So this sharp edge places, I would remove some, cake crumbs out of it. Now this is just one half pear is what we're doing. And then the pear is smaller this way, is lower this way. So I'm going to cut here to go down a little bit. Okay? Okay, I think this is okay. This is okay. So what I will do, I'm smoothing it to make it smooth. So that the lines of the knives will not be on it. Are you following me? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you tired? No. Okay. Yes. All right. So let's clean up and go to stage 2. Sorry, I need your attention. All right, sorry about that. Hello, are you still in my class? Okay, sorry about that. We're looking for something. So while we're waiting, I'll just do the other part. So I'll cover with buttercream.
While Diva's Pride is working on that, I want to invite to the stage, why should we be walking? The country rep of ISIS Nigeria, in person of Omolara Ipen of Prestige Cakes, that is situated and located at where? Oya come. Shina ko Dina ni Ibadan Street, Oyo State. That's it. Oya come. What is her name? What is her name?
Prestige Cakes.
Go and sit down. I forgot the English I want to use. I want to give all these gifts out to you, just the way we did yesterday. But I won't locate you and just give you, so that it won't be like I'm giving those that I know. Don't I know you? Do I know you? Put your hands together as I bring up to the stage Omolara Ipen of Prestige Cake. That's the Nigerian country rep of ISIS Kenny. If you know the full meaning of that ISIS, come. I've just spoken and nobody come, so cancelled. I did not say raise your hand. Come is what I said. Madam, you did not hear me, or you heard me, you did not do what it's two things. If you know the full meaning of ISIS, come. I didn't say raise your hand. Shama. Full meaning of ISIS?
Good afternoon, my name is Afola. Full meaning of ISIS: International Cake Exploration Society.
I should not confuse. She's telling me I should not confuse her. Of Ibadan. What's her name? I've said that name more than 3 times. Go and sit down. So you're not taking it. Put your hands together for Lara Ipen of Prestige Cake. That's our country here.
In ISIS, we say icing, caring,
everyone sharing.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the privilege. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. And special thanks to our mommy Oluboro. God bless you real good. God will continue to strengthen you in all areas. So, like she has said, ISIS, we did not just give that name International Cake Exploration Society. It's really an international organization that started from the United States of America. And it's still running in the US, and it runs in so many other countries. And we have a branch in Nigeria. We have a lot of ISIS members. If you're an ISIS member, can you wave? Yeah, you can see them. We have a lot of ISIS members. Our beautiful instructor in the person of Patricia, she's also an ISIS member. Because in Nigeria, we have membership in 11 states. And other states are still going to come up. We are planning to have in other states. So Patricia from Delta, she belongs to the chapter of ISIS in Delta State. So if you want to register as a member, irrespective of where you are in Nigeria, even if you are going outside Nigeria, we have a member that relocated to Ghana. We connected her to the Ghana chapter. So she's relating with them now, and she's really very happy that she's able to connect with ISIS in Ghana. So it's an international organization that you will enjoy. What do we do? It's all about sugar hearts. If you have interest in anything, baking, cake decorating and all that, ISIS is actually the place to be. So for upcoming bakers, intermediate, the very senior, our guys, like Bola Abbas, you can see, like it was said earlier, that she has got a niche for herself in the buttercream world. But she's also an ISIS. She's a past executive in ISIS. Bidemi Aslen Bidoku, she'll be coming on later. She's been a country rep in ISIS. So ISIS is for everybody, whether you are a beginner, no matter your level. And if you want to register, you can check us on Instagram, ISIS Nigeria. That's at ISIS Nigeria. Also on Facebook, we have a page on Facebook. You can join our page on Facebook, ISIS Nigeria. Then the international also has a Facebook page which you can also join. For the international, if you are a member in the international ISIS, if you want to go for convention in the US, I always tell people, being an ISIS member is not synonymous to visa. But since it's what you have been doing, you just get your invitation letter, you have a good reason that you want to travel. Some persons has actually gotten visa from through the association. Then if you are in Nigeria, we have days that we have our meetings, like this kind of mega training that we're having and enjoying today. After today, most of us will disperse. And they don't have maybe like a kind of monthly meeting, because Mommy Oluboro is also an ISIS member. So, but for ISIS, we have meeting once in 2 months, where bakers come together and we teach different things. From time to time, we have different topics. Like now, this month of May, after the Muslim holiday, we are going to have a meeting of bakers in all other states, and we're also having in Lagos State as well. So where we discuss, you interact with one another, you network. Ordinarily, before you can attend BDMI's class, I don't know how much. I'm sure it will be running into thousands of hundreds. But for ISIS member, we have the privilege of going to her. We can tell her, seek for special discount sometimes. We can ask her, I have challenge in this area. Because we belong to the same family, she has seen us as sisters, she has seen us as siblings. So that is one beautiful thing that ISIS is all about. So if you want to register, you can talk to Fola. You can also talk to Lara, that's myself. My number is, can I give my number? Okay, 080.
Write it down.
23. You better write it though. If I know, if it's the Fola I know. She might ask you now if you want to win something. What is Lara's phone number? 080 23 11. Okay, somebody has completed it. 9618. 2311 9618. So if you want to find out about ISIS membership, meeting days, and we are also planning to have a sugar retreat this month of May. It's going to be virtual. It's going to be free for members, and we are going to be charging a little money from non-members. But if you are a member, it's free. And our Cake Expo, the big one, most of us will know about the Cake Expo already. It will be coming up by God's grace in October. We had a break last year. It wasn't funny for everybody. But this year, by the grace of God, we know that something big is coming. And I want you all to just continue to relax, enjoy yourself at the show, and enjoy your classes. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, clap for Lara. The Lara that I know. When you say Auntie Lara, my name is Lara. When you say Mommy Fola, my name is Fola Omole. My name is Lara. And if you want to particularize everything, you say, my name is Lara Omolara Ipen. That's Lara, Nigerian country rep. That's our country rep in Nigeria for ISIS. She said something when she came up the stage, and like, we have something we say in ISIS, we say, ISIS, if you know the remaining one, come up. I still want to give out that. I don't want ISIS member, I'm sorry. Come, madam. If I discover you are a member, ISIS scared. See her. She'll be like, yeah. You want to try? You say it in full. Come if you want to. Auntie, go and sit down.
ISIS caring, everyone sharing.
ISIS caring, everyone sharing. You want to collect my mic? Is it your own? Abi Lara have gone with our mic here. You want to tiff it? Come like this.
I quote you, ISIS cares, everybody shares. ISIS shares, everybody cares. Sorry.
Una not get pure water, now una help me throw for her. And they organize political rally. If you have an uncle over Jade, call me. Come. Watch the stage, you.
I think caring, everybody sharing.
Did they get it? You have marked the script. Come and say it since they did not get it. For coming out. For coming out. What's happened? Your key lost. Ogbeni, go and sit down. I'm not talking to you. They are the last two standing. For coming out. Lara, did you see what I have asked me? Beautiful. For coming out. For coming out. It's liquid, sir. For coming out. You didn't get it, but for coming out. Thank you. Go and sit down. Okay, stay there. It's good to stand. It's part of exercise. It's only people that have legs that stand and move around. While that is ongoing, I'm sorry, because of our time, she will be doing it behind the stage, the way we did Ayabasun. While I bring up to the stage the next person that is coming on. Who is the person? If you know the person, come. If you know the person, come. Okay, nobody knows the person. Put your hands together as a welcome cake at all. DJ Etisu. I hope you have not given them all their money. No balance for DJ.
I don't get a lot, God do it. And I don't pay my rent, God do it. There be one for my hand, but God do it. There be one keep my joy, but God do it. I say anything and do not God do it. No, not God do it. No, not God do it, no. Anything and do not God do it. No, not God do it. No, not God do it, no. I don't change my name to God you win. And no more, I don't buy more to God you win.
Who can tell me what Keketo wants to come and teach? If you know it, come out. What's she teaching?
Wedding.
A cake topper using royal icing strings.
Okay.
Wedding cake topper using royal icing.
That's the name of the flyer that you saw before you paid. Come.
What you want to make is a couple tent using royal icing. There's a cake topper, but it's couple tent.
Which language is that?
I didn't understand what you said.
Take away cup and deck it up.
I said, what you want to make it?
She not ready. Within Nigeria, she dey form for me. Happy man. Come. If you know it, come. Royal icing wedding cake topper. That's what you saw on that flyer.
Royal icing wedding cake topper.
Royal icing wedding cake topper.
You went back to your phone to go and check. You think Sabi Mo? Go and sit down. Everybody go and sit down. Put your hands together as we welcome Auntie B of Cake Eton family, the Cake Eton, the latest golden babe we have in cake industry in Nigeria. Jam your hands together as we welcome Cake Eton.
Your papa say na me they come for you. Iyo gogo, iyo gogo, iyo gogo, iyo gogo. Kaije na nke bishop na ega digo, ega digo. Iyo gogo, iyo gogo, iyo gogo, iyo gogo. Kaije na nke bishop na ifa digo, ifa digo. Today na today, and when I finish you don't know say na me.
Good afternoon, everybody. And thank you so much for the wishes, and thank you for the dancing steps. Thank you for being here. Thank you for honoring Mama Royalithos. Thank you for attending our classes. God bless you. This afternoon, what I'll be showing you, it's called Royalizing Gazebo. It's made with royal icing, and it's a very good topper for wedding cakes. Honestly, we need to go back to that old-time religion. We are gradually losing our creativity. Do we know that? We all print papers. Anything you want to do, you just print paper. How do you want to stand out? If we're all printing paper, nobody will stand out. You have to do what the other person is not doing. That's the only way to stand out. You have to improve your craft. We are too dependent on this paper printing. Honestly, I don't like it. But if you cannot beat them at times, you join them. Because the clients will come and say, I want that one, or exactly that one. But it is we that we have to hand the respect. You know, you don't ask for respect, you hand it. Your craft will give you that respect. When your craft, it's not intriguing at all. It's not surprising your client. Then you have not done anything extra special. They will just tell you, is it not butter and sugar? But when you, how do I put it? If you cannot dazzle them with intelligence, when you baffle them with the bullshit you have got, when they are baffled, they will respect you because it's something they cannot do. So please, I'll keep preaching it. Don't stay where you are. Keep moving. Forget about this paper. It has come, it will go. And let's see who will stay. If you don't have the craft, I'm assuring you, after a while, it will go. In the storm, the Lord will help us. So this is an old-time design. Royalizing, a lot of us, we don't like it. But the truth of the matter is, we want pa. Yes. Royalizing is actually easy to handle if you get your mixture right. How many of us like to work with buttercream? You love to pipe. You love to work with royalizing. Whipped cream. Let me see your hands up. If you love whipped cream, then you will love royalizing. Ask me why. Because if you prepare it well, the texture is just like that of your whipped cream. The only thing is that it dries faster. When you don't prepare it well, it's very hard are not easy to press out from the piping bag. And that is the thing that is driving us from realizing. But I'm hoping that after today, we will find a way around it. So, looking at this, it's not done together, it's in pieces. And you now assemble it. What I've used here, I've used pastelage paste to make the frame. Then I packed in the royal icing. When your clients or your customer asks you, is it edible? And you say, oh, it's totally edible. And see the extra touch here. Because honestly, I'm almost tired of teaching this. Why am I getting tired of teaching it? Everybody wants it, but after the class, nobody goes the extra mile to practice and do it. Yes. And then I've not had an order for it in the last 2 years, maybe because of the COVID. Before the COVID, we were doing only the cage for you for 10,000 naira. Only the cage to put on your cake. You decide what you want to put inside. You find your figurine to put inside, or you put your flowers or lights inside. That's your headache. But now when you come to order this, we'll do this for you for 15,000. How much do you charge your cake? Do you understand now? Why don't you just look at it? And I decided to make it a little bit different by putting teddy bear husband and wife inside. And they look cute like that. Though I know most of your clients will not want teddy bear. You have to learn what we. Alright, so here we come. This afternoon I have here with me my able assistant, my PA, my sister, my first baby, Falashade Adeoga of the Salt Cakes. Please can we give her a round of applause?
If you clap for mother, you don't clap for Shad. Now Shad is the first year.
She almost came to represent me here because I was having a little issue with my shoulder. I was having pains on my hands. But I know I can't explain that one to Mama Royalithos. I just dusted myself, put pancake, and I started coming.
Oh, bitch.
So, there are so many templates online. If you press your phone, most of us, what we do, we are always doing beborum, checking out other people's status on Instagram. That phone you have in your hand is powerful. You can check out templates. There are so many things you can do with royalizing. But I think as it came to my mind now, I'm going to do an Instagram live of it. You can actually stop writing names with your cutters and all that. You can create something more funky. You can use royalizing. If you go to Google, type royalizing templates. If it is letters you want, it will give you unique letters that you can actually flood, write with royalizing, and put it on your cake. It stands out. It's different from what every other person is doing. Even though that is not we're not teaching that today. The same way you have templates for this. For gazebo, royalizing gazebo templates. If you can press it out on your phone, it's going to give you a lot of templates. Different types of templates. Mr. Salako. It will give you templates. Print out your templates. And this particular template, you can see how old it is. I've been using it for a very, very long time. I'll just print it, cut it, place it, then photocopy it. And that's what we have done. And the first thing you do when you have your template, I think Shade will show us, is you need, for this particular project, you need cling film. That's nylon that sticks very well. Put your template on your board and wrap it tightly with the cling film. so that it doesn't stick and it's easier like that to remove. And the next thing you do, you set it aside, cut out the templates for the frame. It's the same template, but I now cut out the frame, the same size with what I have on the board. This is what I have. So what I'll do, Shade is going to help us. She has already rolled it out. We want the class to be as fast as possible, because we can't be repeating, okay, I'm going to five panels of these, 5 panels. It will be boring. So just look at what she's going to do. You can use your craft knife. You need a very sharp knife, or you use pizza cutter. Your pizza cutter can actually cut the outer sides. Can we see? It cuts neater than your knife, and it doesn't drag your paste. It will not drag your paste, it will cut neat. So she's going to cut out that, and she will use the craft knife to cut out the center. Then she's going to have something like this. And that's the same way we cut this too. And please, after cutting it, when you want to move it, it's likely to lose shape if you are not careful. When you cut anything that has shape and is still flexible, get a card, whatever, you use it to lift it up so that it doesn't lose its shape. Can we have the other board? So, when you have done this, just place it on that particular, okay, we don't have that shape there. So place it here on that pattern. So you have something like this. It stays there. So the next thing we'll do, we'll now pipe the inside. There is something I need to tell you about piping the inside. Make sure your royal icing is touching every side, and they are actually touching each other, not overlapping. They are touching. Shade, can we have, I would like you to pipe here and let them see. Okay, this is what we have here. And another thing I must tell you, yes, royal icing is not as delicate as you think. The moment it is dried, except something touches it. If nothing touches it, it's not going to break. And if you see what she's doing now, she's going to make sure that the icing touches the sides and they touch each other. If they are not touching, pipe extra dots to make sure that they are touching. Because that is the strength they are going to have. They need to hold each other together. Whatever design you choose to do is your choice. You can see she's just doing freehand, and I don't know how many of us can do Cornelli. I don't want to yab us, but a lot of us, we don't have the necessary foundation in piping. All we can do is roll our fondant, cover our cake, and put our topper on it. But you need to learn how to pipe. It's very, very important. There are different types of designs you can have, but you can pipe, and that is going to help you later in other projects. And it's never too late to learn. You can put your initials at the center. You can now join everything together. I think Shade will save our time. It's going to stick to the board. I will now leave it for about 24 hours to dry. That is why you find out we have here the ones we have done ready for you. See, it's no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. It doesn't take time. Practice makes perfect. If you practice it, you get used to it and you love to do it. There's no how you won't even love to do it when you tell your client, it's edible. Is it? And you touch it, it breaks. Then they know, oh, it's sugar. So, the next thing, okay. And one thing I will tell you, look at this. It's not glittery, it's not shiny. Because I know it's for class. Anytime I want to do it for my clients, I have glitter here. I got this from Titi Rose. And I'm going to show you the effect on it. Can you remove this? I want to turn it on the side. All I do, immediately after piping, you know it's still damp. Just take your brush, if you have your brush. If you don't have it, just put a little on it. And by the time you bring it out, everything is glittery. Can we see? You know, you always find a way to improve on whatever you do. I didn't learn it that way, but I find that it always standards each time I do that. While the royal icing is still wet, I'll just put a little shimmer on it, and at the end of the day, I'm all shapraprying, you know. So, the next thing we'll do, let me show you the base. Do we have extra templates? I'll be giving out free templates to the most attentive person in this class. When I want to make the base, I roll it out, I make it a little bit thick so that it can sit, the weight of it will not allow my gazebo to be very light, not that my fan will blow it away. Then, for the roof, I make something thin, not so thick. So now to assemble it, remember we leave everything for 24 hours to dry. I'm going to give you the recipes because I don't use egg white and icing sugar. Let's be realistic. That one is a little bit trickish. If you don't know how to do it well, it's going to be so hard for you to pipe. I use marine powder and icing sugar with warm water. That's all. It comes out very creamy like whipped cream. So now we need to assemble it. We have the base. We have the panels. When they are dry like this, I don't force it. Hello? See, when we can do all the work and just wreck the whole thing within a minute. I don't. I use razor. I won't press it down. I'll just run it lightly. This way. I'm not cutting my paper. It's just the nylon. You can see it's open. I'll just pick it up by the nylon and I have this. And I can peel off. You can see even with one hand. I peel off the nylon from the icing, not the icing from the nylon. Am I making sense? Yes, this one has more weight. This can actually hold itself down while you peel this light nylon away from it. And that's what I do. Just pick it up. Pick the nylon up. Cut it there. See? So, the next thing we do is still the same with the same royal icing, piping back. We have to assemble it. Okay? Thank you. I don't need anything to put it together. All I need, okay, for the tea, I'll still take your questions. But for this particular one, I packed with tip 1. And I have same tip 1 here to join tip 2. I have tip 2 here to join it together. You can ask me all the questions you want. I'm going to make the class as fast as possible so that we have time to discuss thereafter. So I take the first panel. Just be careful that you don't drop it. Then at the base, I put my royal icing. Okay. Don't worry if it goes out of line. You can always clean it with your hands. So I put it down. I take the next one. See the same royal icing. I don't have CMC in it. It's just the same royal icing. I bring it together. The moment you put two together, it stands. This one is not balanced. One is not balanced, so I will take another one. It do happen like that when you do not cut appropriately. That's why we always have extra. Let me pipe it here. So I have two now. It's standing on its own. Bring it together. Any excess I have, just like our cement, I'll just rub it together. Make sure they are sticking together. If they are not, please reinforce it with additional royal icing. What we want is for the two to stick together. See, I've cemented it. I'll come out here. The same cementing. So the two are standing. Thank you. So the next one, which other one? Is this one balanced? Always make extra to allow for breakage. May we not be disappointed. Things do happen. So I bring this here too. And if you're doing this, you know you're still going to move it to the permanent site. Let me put it that way. So I will advise you, put just a small dot of royal icing on the board so that it stops rolling. Very small, because it can be difficult to remove when it sticks. So it's looking neat outside. Then, which other one? This one. Oh, it's on this side again. That's all you were trying to tell me. But you know that you can actually do yours differently. You can decide not to go all the way. We can put bride and groom here and find something. We can put so many things, not just bride and groom. It doesn't have to be for wedding cake. Let me see. Thank you. So I'm trying to see where I want to close it up. Okay, I think I'll use this side. Same way. Please, if you are not sure it's sticking together, the royal icing is yours. Use it. Just simple. Then we arrange the top separately the same way. Take another board. The same way. This one is easier to remove because it's not as large as the other one. You'll be surprised how it is going to stand. So I've put royal icing here on this side and this one. My hand touched it. Do I change that one? Give me another one. I told you things do happen. My hand actually touched it. So the moment you put it together, it stands. It will stand together but not so strong. So you have to support it with the third one. You can see it's not that difficult to do. Now, I can say it is strong, since I have 3 now. Do we have any questions? Let's be answering our questions while we are working. Any question? Okay, somebody said, how can she get the templates? There are so many templates on Google. Royal icing templates. If you want gazebo, royal icing gazebo templates. Print them out and work with it. Yes. There is actually no cutter. It's that same template that you use to cut the frame. You can actually flood it with royal icing the frame, but it takes longer to dry and it's more fragile than when you do it with pastelage. Is it that we are not seeing? It's only the person behind me that is asking me all these questions. So we'll now fix the last one. This one. Okay. I thought it was broken. So for the last one, I'm going to put on both sides. You're fine. Oh, that's okay. So, if it behaves as if it's not going to go into it, na lie, it will go into it. You only need to adjust the previous one a little, gently. So, this is ready. You can use your craft knife to scrape excess icing from the body. You have excess royal icing so that you have a clean job. So, after fixing the top, I'll just crown the house. Do I call it a house? Thank you. So it's just the same way I'm going to use to fix it. Who wants this one that I'm working on? I want somebody that will go and complete it and show me. So, we now introduce the top. It's easier to pick the top because it has a base itself. So, gently put it on it. Put it in place. And we're good. Then, the next thing, we fix the doors. It's not compulsory for you to have doors. That is it. Do we really know what gazebos are? You know, mostly you find them in gardens where you can sit at home. So it doesn't have to have a door, but you can do the physics. And I have 2 panels. I can do 1, I can do 2. These 2 are made from this whole wall. We divided the whole one into 2, then cut out the center, then we're using it. Then what I did, I just used royal icing to fix it. For that one in front, you notice that the door is not touching down, just like this. If you're doing it like this, you don't want it to touch down. Just find the cork of the bottle. Coca-Cola, you know. The cork, just put it underneath for it to stay, for you to be sure. But it will still stand if nobody touches it. Then I do the other one. It goes this way, so this one should come this way too. So the little royal is into. So we have the 2 doors. And to finish it up, what did I do? I just, you know, those edges where you pipe and you use your hand to cement it, I just pipe snail trail. You can go the extra mile, put something across, whatever you want to put at the top, but you already have your gazebo, and that is the end of Solomon Graphic. Thank you so much. Is it easy? Is it easy to do? It is. do. Until you try, you can't tell me it's not. And even if you said it's not, see, to go to heaven is not easy. You know the 10 commandments, the things you should do and the things that you should not do. Is it easy? It is not. So to get to the top, to stand out, it's not easy. So I'll take your questions, then I will know who I want to give my gazebo to. Any question? Yes, ma. Do we have another mic, MC? Please, you can come forward.
Good morning. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, but you gave us the recipe for your, but you did not give us for the royalism. You did not give us the measurement. You just said marine powder. Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, so let's start with the recipe. For the royalising using marine powder, you can get marine powder from Carver's Craft. Not everybody sells it, but Cogsy, Honeysuckle, Carver's Craft, those are where you can get it. Those who that sells original things, not our China. I'm not saying everybody's China, but at least they sell. I know I buy from them. So, okay, let me give you a recipe first, so we don't forget. So for icing sugar, how many? 450 grams of icing sugar. 450 grams of icing sugar. 11 tablespoons warm water. Warm water. Warm water. Warm water. Please, if you are adding your water, it depends on what you want to do with your royalising. You know the consistency matters. So, you know you have your water a little at a time. You can add this 11, then whisk it very well before you add it. Okay, I'm still giving you recipe. I've not shown you the method though. So, for your marine powder, you need 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons. 6 level tablespoons. Then what you need to do, mix your marine powder and the icing sugar together. Pour the warm water. Use your mixer to mix it for like 7 minutes. It forms thick and it's ready for you to use. Then for the pastillage, 2 egg whites. Am I too fast? Okay, let me hold on. For the pastillage, we call it pastillage. My Venezuelan instructor, she calls it pastilage. And I look at that spelling. I said, where is the G in this thing? God help. She calls it pastilage. Why you tell her pastillage? She said, pastillage? No, pastilage. So, 500 grams of icing sugar, 2 egg whites, and 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons.